I think people are tired of traditional beer festival where you go and you have sexy girls trying to sell you a Labatt or you don't care. I mean, it's not what we're looking for.
No. Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Y'all are brewheads? Yeah, we brewheads. So pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
What's good, y'all? This is C Certified Brewhead.
And I'm Scott Beer, cold beer enthusiast.
Welcome to episode 77 of Beer Now the Shit, the podcast. And we are here.
Lucky episode.
I know, right?
Lucky 77.
Double lucky, yeah.
Double lucky. We're here.
That's going to be the name of the episode, Double Lucky.
Double Lucky? Yeah. Okay, good we say it now, because we always forget the episode names. We're here with Eloi at Brasserie Dunham, as you can see, in Dunham, Quebec. Mate, thank you so much for having us.
Cheers,
man.
Absolute
pleasure.
Pleasure being here.
Cheers.
We've been huge fans for a while. So thank you for having us. It's so cool. This place is sick.
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility.
Sick. Thank you.
Just keeps going and going. There's pubs and restaurants.
And an auberge, like a hotel.
Yeah.
It's out of control.
Yeah, we'll soon have the platform for the helicopter.
Right on the roof. Heli tours.
You're gonna need it out here.
No, we're actually expanding in the back. I told you before, but we're expanding 50 feet. Actually, moving the barrel room.
Okay.
To we'll have a larger, much more convenient barrel room.
Nice.
Because now the barrel room
will be like closed off, like separate from everything.
Yes,
or, okay.
Exactly, and it's going to be with windows on the side.
Oh,
it's going to be so people coming in will be able to see the barrels from outside.
Nice.
We are planning to rethink all the area in the back, which looks like a dump right now.
Right.
But so there's going to be a small walkway. It's still going to be a parking lot, but we're trying to figure out something that wouldn't look like a parking lot.
Right.
We have to deal with trucking. It's our
shipments coming in, and loading dock
and stuff. But anyway, and it's going to be a storage room too. So the actual barrel room will be a cold room storage, cold storage for the.
Is the barrel room going to be expanded? Like you're going to make that larger?
Yes, it's going to be larger. Yeah.
No, you're fine.
Come on through.
You look. How many barrels do you have there now?
About 130.
Oh wow!
Plus these two big guys.
Both these guys. This is what a beautiful backdrop. We saw these and we're like, we're doing it right here.
And that sign too. It's very sexy.
So what are in these foeders right now?
So they came from Santa Darius in California.
Oh wow, the brewery.
We were visiting the brewery last January, a year ago actually, and they were just telling us they were about to move in a newer place, but they didn't have the room for these. They wanted to go for smaller foeders, and we were like,
I think these are the tallest foeders I've ever seen. They're usually, I think, shorter and wider. I think, but these are taller and they're beautiful.
So it's kind of challenging because it's 10,000 liters of beer.
Wow!
Which means 3 brews and a third for us.
Right.
To fill, it's a challenge to keep them really full, so they don't become acidic.
Right.
So we had a problem with this one at first. Mm-hmm. We had to dump everything and start because we filled it too slow.
Enough. Oh, right.
And acetic acid picked up. But the one is was filled with rye saison, light rye saison.
Nice.
The other one is kind of a wheat saison, a little bit stronger. They're almost without hops, just a bit of hops, but because of the problem with acetic acid, we decided to add more hops a little bit to try to protect the beer a little bit.
Amazing.
It was kind of a complex. It was not just acetic acid. It was lots of things going on in the beer. It was first attempt was really bad. So 10,000 liters down the drain.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a lot of.
That's part of the game.
Beer to throw around, right? That's crazy. So these are these special kind of brews that you would do?
We did
generally.
We did. I would say pretty, not generic, but really simple brews that we because
of the volume, right? Like
our aim was really to use that beer to do blends.
Right. Business never stops, ladies and gentlemen.
Hustle, don't
We always give you life hacks. We don't edit this at all.
Yeah.
We want to give the people how it goes down.
It's raw. It's
When
raw.
the boss man taking him away from his job for a while.
Yeah.
That's how it goes down. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, So the idea
The
was
wood
to
does
do,
the work in those guys, right? Like you let the wood do its thing.
Exactly.
You don't need a fancy.
No, exactly. And so we already have 2 beers that we came out from one of the Foeder, one with local plums.
Yes.
And it's perfect. So
What was that one
Nice.
called? The local.
it's called Funk Royal.
Yes,
It's,
I saw the shirts. The T-shirts were over there
sick.
somewhere. Yeah.
I wonder if I tried that one.
It's so we took 600 kilos of plums
Jeez.
into 3,000 liters of the Foeder beer that we racked the beer from the Foeder into a fermenter with the plums, and the plums stayed there for 8 weeks.
Are they fresh plums or are they like dried fresh
No,
plums?
they were fresh.
Okay.
It was actually a local orchard.
Nice.
They were getting rid of the plums. They were like,
Throwing
we don't
them
know
out.
what to do with
Right.
those. So
Were they-
Were they overripe or yeah?
They were. I don't know. I don't think they had just too many plums.
Right.
So we did that, and funny enough, we did the second running when we took out the beer from on the plums. We racked more beer on the plum,
Nice.
and so we did Funk Royal and Funk Populaire,
Nice.
which means popular funk. Which was like a lighter version of the
Right.
first, less fruity, but almost easier to drink.
Right.
Because the Funk Royal is really
intense. Yeah.
tart, a lot of fruit, a lot of tartness,
Right.
almost lambic style,
Okay.
a little bit.
Cool,
Did you bottle both of them or were they?
No, we just bottled the Royal.
The Royal,
The other
okay.
one was just
The
a
other
draft,
on tap.
draft
Okay.
version.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is it still around? Is it still? Can people still get it? Or
Yeah, sure. It's still available on tap
there?
here. Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to try
And
it.
we still have bottles of the Funk Royal too. It's a beer that we sell only here. We didn't distribute that beer.
Nice. That's something I'd like to touch on. So we're actually sitting we disassembled the retail store so we could be here. And Tiff and I came in, I think it was like fall of 2015. It was quite a while, like 2.5 years ago. And this wasn't around then. So this retail store is sort of on the side of the brew pub here at the facility. And they got a whole bunch of fridges. We captured some B-roll, of course. And, it's actually really sick to do that. We were talking about the rules surrounding that. Not many places, at least in Montreal, can do that. So it's cool that you guys have that ability to sell these brewery only releases, and it's sick.
It really helped us. Our sale on here in Dunham has just gone like this, just because of this.
Why wouldn't you? You just pop in, you
yeah.
pick up a whole bunch.
Exactly. Before we were doing it before, but it was in the pub. When it was busy, you had to wait for the waiters.
Right,
So
to get you the
people
bottle,
sometimes would just go.
It's far more convenient.
Yeah.
just
So
to-
now people they can stop, they take their time, they can sample the beer too, and.
Well, I like getting beers with from the brewery itself. I find it's
you're
it's
good.
always fresher. It's this is gonna be a high traffic zone through, but that's okay. People are at work here. We
That's
get it.
it.
It's a Monday.
Operating
So,
brewery,
yes,
yes.
exactly.
Sorry,
But
what was that?
I love going to the brewery itself and getting the beer. I find it's just freshest and. Who knows how long it's been sitting on the shelf at the
because
the
there's a whole
SAQ or the
system,
LCBO, right? Yeah.
to go through.
Right. So I find it's always best from the source. So it's nice to see that you can
Absolutely.
get it to go, bring it home, if you can't sample everything here.
Let's get into your beer history and also the history of this fantastic brewery. So how did you get into beer? How are you sitting here today? What's the story?
Yeah,
Break it
like
down.
many brewers, I started as a home brewer. Back in the 80s, I think I started in 1988 or something. I
You're
was,
old school.
I'm an old man now.
You don't show it, mate. All that beer done well.
Yeah, it's only me.
Keeps your skin
yeah.
holding you together.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what it's doing. You stop drinking, you just melt.
It starts here and then it's all everything together. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It has to start there.
Getting that
Man,
too.
beer, man. It's such a...
Yeah, so I was a home brewer in the late 80s. And slowly started to think about, start to dream about working in this industry. It was not, it was just starting to be a reality at that time, So I ended up working at Le Cheval Blanc in Montreal,
Nice.
which was the first brew pub that opened in Montreal back in 7, I think.
Wow. And as a bartender? Or?
I was a bartender at first and assistant brewer for maybe 4 years, and then ended up being the brewer there for 10 more years.
Jeez.
Wow.
And I met Sebastian Gagnon, who owns Vice and Versa in Montreal.
Yes, great
He
place.
bought part of Brasserie, what used to be called Brasseurs et Frères, here in Dunham back in 2011.
Okay.
And to make a story short, he had some partners didn't work well. They split it up, and so he was in need of
new partner.
partners and a brewer too. So I came here at first for 1 year. I was here just to help Pat, was a brewer at the time that didn't had a lot of experience, so I helped him to
Get it all up and running.
yeah, exactly. Created a couple of recipes for them. Started with a black IPA and a rye ESB, and we won the gold medal for black IPA right away at CBA that year.
Nice,
So it was kind of where Brasserie Dunham kind of started.
And what year was this?
So this was 2012.
Okay, so you guys are like young, relatively.
Yeah, pretty young. And after a year of coming here, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, Sebastian offered me to come full time and partner with him, and that's how it started.
What is your position right now within Dunham? Are you
I'm the head brewer,
right?
Yes, and co-owner
as well.
with Sebastian.
Okay.
There's the third guy, Simon Gaudreau, which was coming from the SAQ.
That's
How many
that's
Simons
what I
are there? Hold on.
There's 2 Simons.
There's 2 Simons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simon was the head chef?
There's
No?
There's Big Simon and Bigger Simon.
Big and bigger Simon. Okay.
exactly.
It makes
And which
sense.
Simon do we know?
You met the Big Simon.
Big Simon.
And you know the Bigger Simon.
The one you're
Oh,
talking
no,
to
bigger
is the
Simon.
bigger Simon.
Okay, so I haven't met him in
Big
person,
Simon.
but I've been talking to him for quite some time.
I can't tell exactly how many pounds difference there is between the two, but
Are they arguing over which one's
Yeah.
bigger? I want to be bigger, Simon.
no, we know who's the biggest.
We know.
know.
Oh, it's obvious. Okay, that's really cool. So I didn't know you guys were that young. I kind of felt there's something about what you guys are doing, and like I said, looking at the World Beer Awards right there, and
We'll get
and how
B-roll
much
of
you
that.
guys have done. I mean, I moved to Montreal in 2012, around when you started, and I recall drinking
APA probably.
Le Pat Porter,
Yeah.
the Leo's Early Breakfast,
Yeah,
like a whole bunch. I had no idea who you are, so I'm like, cool, that looks good. I like to get series of beers. I wouldn't just get one from them because
Right,
it would
try
piss
all
I have
their
OCD. It
offerings
would piss me off if
yeah.
I went and got one beer from you and one from them. I'd be like, I couldn't handle it,
yeah.
so I had to be like, if I'm getting Dunham, I'm getting everything.
All
I
of
can
them, yeah.
have. And I thought everything was always solid, but I didn't realize how, like. You guys are, like I was saying, I really look at you guys as the leaders of what Quebec is doing as far as, I don't know, I feel like taking Canadian beer further. You guys are really doing this, spearhead by Twin Sails in BC. I think Bellwoods are really leading that in Ontario. And, what you're doing is, I'm just sort of a little surprised that, I guess when I think about Bellwoods, it was 2012 as well.
Yeah.
So maybe it's really
Yeah,
not
That was
surprising.
kind of the second wave of craft beer, kind of.
It's like the newest, there's like a
Yeah.
new wave, I
Yeah.
guess. But you guys were sort of
Yeah.
doing it, and you came into the game when, like you were saying, Quebec was always focused on Belgian beers.
Yeah.
Ontario was more the English style. When we went to Bellwoods back, when I was living in Toronto then, actually, and they were, everything was cool. Like, cool.
Not
Not
mind-blowing or...
Yeah.
not bad by any means, just really good. Nice,
Yeah.
everything was
Yeah.
great. But like then recently when we started
Yeah.
going back, like, oh my god, what has happened here? All of a sudden, so like, and that's what I don't know if I probably couldn't speak as much to you guys with that, but I always see everything I've had from you guys as just being like world class on no exceptions, and it's really like, hey, can you explain where that came from or something? You're more than welcome. So.
I think there's certainly a part of this that comes from traveling a lot and meeting
Right.
brewers all around, and I had the chance to travel a lot since I've been with Dunham,
Nice.
and that definitely helped to broaden the
spectrum.
yeah, the
whatever.
bed, yeah, exactly. It's hard to
Like
it's hard-
articulate it, right?
pinpoint.
Yeah,
right?
it's
But
hard
yeah.
to pinpoint what
Because it wasn't
exactly.
like one moment.
Yeah.
It was like accumulation of all of these experiences.
Just from my part, being at Cheval Blanc for such a long time, it was a brew pub, so small quantity. I was able to do we always had like 3 regular beers, you know, a blonde, a stout, wheat beer. But I had the chance to experiment with all the other styles. So, and I was thinking like a home brewer. I want to do a Naut beer, and I want to do a Doppelbock, and I want to do a. So I tried everything there. So I kind of learned in how to do many different styles. And when I came here, I think a better idea of what I wanted to the beers that I wanted to drink.
So like you made your mistakes.
Yeah, so
better or worse.
Yeah, I did my Doppelbocks back in the time.
Right, you done that. No more Doppelbocks.
No more.
We're done with those. What are you doing with BrewHeads next week? Let's talk about
big
that.
News,
so
big
you've done
news.
the Mahalo Parfait. There was 2. There was a raspberry and a papaya last year, which we had at
I had
Witchstock. We had raspberry at Witchstock, and I had to trade Noah for a bottle of the papaya.
The papaya.
I didn't get to try.
Which was good. It was like the biggest sediment I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was. We had a pectin A's, pretty
heavy stuff.
Yeah, I never saw something like this in the beer before.
I put it through a sieve.
Yeah.
You know, and it just made it hazy. It was sick.
Yeah.
These things were as big as like edamame beans.
Yeah,
it was
I
the
know.
biggest chunks of haze, and they didn't know what to do.
But they were not. The taste was not affected by it.
Not
But it was not a great
It
looking.
threw me
beer.
off, but when you put it through, it just made it wicked hazy.
We had that with 2 beers. One with papaya and one with dragon fruit. We did Berliner Weiss with dragon fruit. It was just
with the
Same
puree
thing.
as well.
The taste was amazing, but some bottles had so much sediment we couldn't sell it. So it's part of
the fruit game. Is that the fruit that's doing that, or
I'm pretty sure it's the fruit. Yeah, it's
That's
pectin
worth it.
And the
from
pectin.
fruit.
but like you said,
So
it doesn't
it-
affect it. Just
So we're thinking of playing with some enzymes that can break pectin for some fruit beers. Yeah, we had that with raspberry beer too once in a while.
Do you have a centrifuge here? Or?
No, we don't filter.
Yeah, I
we
didn't
don't
think you did.
centrifuge.
I like
So
that.
that doesn't help for this kind of beer.
Right.
Yeah. Interesting. So, sorry, what were you making with BrewHeads next week?
So next week we're doing funky saison. I'll be bringing some yeast blend from here.
Nice.
And so it's gonna be kind of a saison that will be barrel aged and blended with some of his sour stuff.
Nice.
They get a whole
Eventually.
bunch. Yeah.
So we're planning on releasing that next summer.
Next summer.
This summer.
This summer
Yeah.
coming.
Right.
Nice.
It's
And
the-
that'll be bottles from BrewHeads side.
Yeah.
Like, whereas the last one was Luke came here.
Yeah. Exactly.
Amazing. That's sick. That makes you really happy.
Speaking about collabs, we were doing this
Yes.
whole collab thing.
Talk about it.
You have some exciting news about an event coming up.
Yes.
And knowing that this is going to be out in a week or two,
And tickets are almost gone,
Tickets
too.
are almost gone. It's still relevant. Do you want to tell us a little bit about this
Sure.
festival that we are ridiculously excited about?
Yes.
It's-
And we only found out about it like an hour
We found out
ago.
about an hour ago.
It's called Foudres Unis, Foeders United. The idea came. We had this idea of doing a different kind of festival in the here at the brewery, doing the Dunham Invitational,
Okay.
and we're about to do it last year, and we just at the last minute we said
Not
too
happening.
complicated,
Too much work, not enough time.
too much work, not
Yeah.
enough time. Let's put this. Let's keep that for later. And then there was the sale of Trou du Diable that was sold
Right.
to Molson
Of
bought
course,
Trou du
yep.
Diable. And Trou du Diable, we're doing a festival in
The
August.
Shawinigan one.
Shawinigan
The-
was
the
like
brew-
Brewers Night.
Yeah. The Saturday.
So the day they sold, I said to Sebastian, we are doing the fest on that date, and
Nice.
we're doing it.
Nice.
So we
Was that
jumped.
kind of or
No,
okay.
not at all. But
It's getting political now.
Yeah.
They're about language. It's
Yeah,
way
we-
worse.
well, yeah, we wanted to call it the True Brewers Night.
Oh, shots fired.
No, I don't want to be mean with these guys about. They did I think it was business decisions.
Yeah, sure.
I can't. I don't want to be too critical about this.
Of course, yeah.
Whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, but we thought, okay, this because that was one of the problems. When do we do this festival? Because there are so many festivals. So we just decided.
That same day.
That's the
People
that's
already
the
have
date.
it free.
I like
that
it.
festival's not happening anymore, or
Right.
they're not going to go.
Both.
Either or.
Yeah. And since we traveled a lot, we met a lot of brewers. We started to send out the words that we wanted to organize that, and a lot of people were like, "Yes, we're coming!" And so it was.
When you were telling us the lineup, I was like, it's a jaw-dropping lineup.
So you started dropping the names casually, and you said some stuff.
I think you started. I think you led with Cantillon.
Interesting one.
And then
okay, I thought it was Trois Fontaines, but it's not.
Dry Fontaine,
Dry, like it's in German.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, and then Boone. And the other
Tilquin
one
from Belgium.
So the 4 Lambic breweries.
Right.
Already I was like, hey, that sounds pretty cool.
Wow, that sounds awesome. I'd love to go to that.
I'm pretty interested because I haven't tried most of their beers. And then it got real. For us at least. Please.
Then you started, the North American
right, it's renouncing, come on.
Yeah. Jester King from Texas, Modern Times out of California.
Get out of town.
Our friend from Libertine from California too.
Libertine.
Other half from Brooklyn.
Other half.
What else?
Keep going.
There's a brewery that's
Go to Canada. Go to Canada.
Yeah, there's Calibrado from Italy that I really love. It's a new brewery in Italy. They're doing fantastic stuff. I think people are going to be blown out by their stuff. Calibrado, Naparbier, which we had the collab we did first beer we tried Hemen Etan. Naparbier are coming. Brew by Numbers from the UK. Cambridge, Night Shift from Boston area, and of course Bellwoods from
Twin Sails.
Bellwoods, Stone City Ales, Stillwell out of Halifax.
Orval,
of course.
Orval's gonna be
So
there?
never had Orval, like AU as in Quebec.
Orval, sorry, not Orval.
So
AU.
At
Out of
first,
Foods?
we wanted to have
Food as well,
30 breweries. And we wanted to have like a third from Quebec and 20 international breweries.
This is a really international affair. You bring in everyone.
Ended up being 54 breweries.
Foam, Hill Farmstead.
We forgot about the
Foam.
Vermont.
Yeah,
Sorry, like this is getting real.
Hill Farmstead and Foam on top of all that.
House of Fermentology. This is about like Ildegarde's amazing. Le Castor, the Modern Times, Oxbow, Big Caribou, Sutton.
Yeah, sure.
The Brewery.
Yes.
Twin Sails. It's disgusting.
Freem from Oregon. Freem Family Brewers from Oregon.
I bet I'll know the label if I see it.
It's not a really big brewery. They're doing fantastic stuff. Lots of barrel aged stuff. Lots of great IPAs. They do a great pils. Lots of fruited beers. Of course, out Pacific Northwest, lots of fruits. And, we love what these guys are doing too.
So good. So like, this is like. It got to be a Canadian first. Just when we thought Witchstock was changing the game by bringing out all the guys, like other half.
This is like Witchstock on crack cocaine.
Yeah, because this holds 1,300 people. So we've got 2 sessions of 650 people on August 11th. Saturday.
Yes.
Is it an indoor-outdoor, or is it just outdoor?
It's an outdoor. It's a beautiful setup.
Right.
In Fredericksburg, it's 10 minutes from the brewery. We'll have buses doing the
from
here to the site. We'll have also a bus doing Montreal to here, back and forth.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Back and forth?
Yeah,
so even if we don't need to stay.
Oh,
exactly.
The only problem is the bathroom on the bus. We did that coming back from BAOS.
And it's
dude, it was bad.
It was bad.
Because it was one of those yellow school buses.
Bouncing
like,
around.
After an hour of drinking for like 5 hours.
I guess.
My bladder took a tremendous pounding. It was pretty rough.
So bad.
Yeah.
As a brewery, like these brewery run festivals are more appealing, I think, to drinkers than potentially the other, whatever someone's putting a festival together. I think because there's a cachet of what you've built up over the last 6 years, and you're able to be like, well, I'm personal friends with all of these people, and that's why they're here. They're coming because we've worked together or we've met, and they respect what we do.
Sure.
And then on top of that, you're giving Quebec drinkers. I mean, like you said, you sold tickets in the East Coast. Yeah. People are coming from the States to Canada for a beer festival. Now that says a lot, and I know that happened with Witchstock, and I think it's this wicked progression as just drinkers. This is the coolest, and you're a drinker yourself, right? Of course. So isn't this the coolest thing? Where
I think
giving these drinkers an opportunity to try these breweries that they're $40 a bottle for a Cantillon at the cheapest,
Yeah.
And you can when you can get your hands on
when
it.
you can get your hands on it,
Yeah.
and you're not going to go to Vermont and get completely fresh modern times. You have to go all the way to the West Coast, which is costing a lot of
So
money.
you're saying
you're
as well,
bringing
there's
these
some
things,
exclusives, sorry to interrupt
That's
you,
okay.
but from Cantillon specifically that have never been sold outside of Belgium, right?
Yes.
So you're getting some, like for me, the ticketed price, can you say how much the price of the, I guess it's already up for sale. Once,
It's $120 plus tax because...
but that's
charge.
everything. There's no
Yeah, that's-
tickets.
No tickets.
You show
No,
up
unlimited.
and you just drink whatever you want.
And like you said, if you get a pour, even like a half thing pour of Cantillon, that's $10-15 if you went
Right.
somewhere to get that. So I mean, like you're getting your value.
It's going to be like 3 ounces pour.
3 ounce
transfers,
yeah.
and that's all you need because you're like going
Yeah.
bam. You've got 3.5 hour sessions.
Yeah.
You're going to be going bam, 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 bam. It's going to be hectic, but I don't know. I just think that's really admirable that it just there's people who don't really travel for beer,
And
or not able. Maybe they got families and they
Yeah.
can't do it. We're lucky we're able to do that because of this podcast and stuff. We get to go a lot of places.
I think people are tired of traditional beer festival where you go and you have sexy
same-
girls trying to sell you a Labatt or you don't
not
care.
working.
I mean, it's not what we're looking for.
No.
So it's really focused on these great craft brewers.
Yeah.
And we just feel gifted that they're happy to come here, and so it's not only you'll be able to try their beers, but the people behind the beers will be there to pour the
That's
beers.
really cool.
And, so that's nice to have all these friends coming by.
It's very cool, man. I really appreciate what you guys are doing. And I didn't know until, like I said, until like 2 hours ago, we had no idea. So now we're extra excited. Calendar is locked.
Yep.
Get your tickets. We'll put the link in the description
Yep.
so you can get the tickets.
If there are any left, hopefully.
Yeah,
there's
you
at
said,
least
like,
a few.
There's about 300 left right now. 320
So in a
left,
week,
I think.
So in a
who
week
knows
and a
what
half?
there's left, yeah.
I don't know.
It's-
You better
Yeah.
jump on it quick if you want to get
Is
out
there
here,
any
so.
possibility of a second day or additional sessions, or if that's what it is, that's
No,
what's sold out or
for
sold
this
out?
year it's going to be that's for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't mess around, guys. And it's
No.
good because it's going to be a festival. Someone's dropping, and that's what I like about like beer in this sense. That if you're going to put that much money up for a festival, it's going to be real serious drinkers that are like there to
Exactly.
experience
Yeah.
this one, rather than those like 5 cassette type of like suits after work at
Right.
other festivals that we won't mention that just come in and just crush keiths and
No.
Like
Exactly.
pre-gaming before they go out to the club or
Yeah.
something.
and that's not really what we go to beer festivals for.
No.
Like,
Exactly.
you don't want someone doing that with Cantillons.
No.
It doesn't really work like
No.
that.
No, it doesn't.
So I'm
It's
pretty.
not a good idea anyway.
No.
I think
No,
you
I
told
can
me
imagine
to-
that
to
happen.
chug on Cantillon.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to? Do we cover everything? Do you think?
Yeah.
I feel pretty satisfied. I feel like we got in the festival, the collabs,
Sure.
the history.
Do you want to tell the good folks that are watching and listening about where they can find you online and
Yes.
on the interwebs?
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not allowed to sell online in Quebec.
Okay.
The beer. So
And if they want to maybe learn about you and figure out,
yeah, sure.
who
We have a
Dunham is,
website.
yeah.
They can. We need to update that website. Though.
Sure.
We need to
Do you know what it
something
is?
with that.
Is it Dunham Beer? Dunham
It's
Brasserie?
BrasserieDunham.com.
BrasserieDunham.com.
And on social media, I think it's
We're on Instagram,
Yep.
Facebook,
At
Twitter.
Brasserie Dunham.
no, I
Yeah,
think
at
it's,
Brasserie Dunham.
I think it's Dunham Brasserie.
On Instagram, it's Dunham
Dunham
Brasserie.
Brasserie, yeah.
Because we fucked it up because we registered an account
Like
and
ages
we
ago?
just
You
were
gotta
not
stick with
able
it,
to.
right?
No. We opened a Brasserie Dunham account first,
Okay.
but we were never able to recover it. We forgot the passwords and stuff. And so I don't know.
You had to get the other way
It
around.
was in the beginning. We just so it's Dunham Brasserie on
Dunham Brasserie.
Instagram, but Twitter
Yep.
it's at Brasserie Dunham.
At Brasserie Dunham. So one's
And Facebook too. Yeah, but I think if you type Dunham, you're
It'll
gonna
come
find
up.
us.
Yeah, it'll come
There's
up,
not
exactly.
many other people using the name.
yeah.
And yes, and we hope we'll be sending more beers all around the country soon.
Sweet.
Yes.
We've been sending a lot in BC, Alberta, a little bit in Nova Scotia,
Nice.
more and more in Ontario,
Amazing.
and soon in Manitoba too.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
So
most like
New Brunswick as well,
really
even Newfoundland.
Wow.
Really?
In
So you got
Labrador.
Atlantic.
Wow.
Jeez.
From coast to coast.
Right, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's got Saskatchewan.
Not yet.
Pull a little
that's the
Just
only
fill
one.
out the middle. You just gotta
I heard
fill
that's
out
the only
Dude,
one.
dude,
Even
is there still people living in Saskatchewan?
whoa, like four, there's like 4 guys in a hut on a plane with grass.
It's really flat.
I love
Sorry,
this Saskatchewan. Yeah. Everyone makes fun of it. They know.
I've never been to Saskatchewan.
Me neither.
but
I can't.
I went to the bus station in Saskatoon one time at 5 in the morning as going across the country. It was great.
It's great.
You know, wicked vending machine.
Great toilets there.
Yeah, fantastic. Snapple, Cheetos, it was amazing.
Perfect.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your time, man.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thanks.
If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give us a big fat thumbs up. Hit subscribe below. Hit the notification bell as well. Check us out on social media at BAOS Podcast and listen to the long form audio on Apple Podcasts. You hear wicked conversations like this today. Hit subscribe, review, and rate if you can as well. That is it, guys. Thank you. And get it in ya.
Cheers.
Get it in ya.